position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The field goal is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Caught behind the line. It's Helms. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Firing to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Bennett. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got it behind the line. It's up. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Sets up the screen. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator.
Lots of room to run. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second, steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make it more accurate.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that ball's incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Sellers. Dances away to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Hunt. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure. Sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Hunt. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Oh, they're after him. On the run, still looking. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Wheeler. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Ott. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here with football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to throw on third. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
The give to the single back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Tatum. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed. But when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll start this drive from the 42. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Slithers into space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. A quick pass to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
To the ground with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
The snap sets up to throw. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Oh, the attempt is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
Oh, and that ball just inches away from being in every highlight around the country. That was an absolute bomb. Just couldn't quite get it far enough.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense of this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that cone. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Motion from the back. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Back to pass. It's Nolan. Makes the grab on the left. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now, if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
To the air, it's Nolan. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's looking to throw. Under fire. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit.